Welcome to the Hanging Loose podcast. We're mid-argument about the time change because Shanked was late. Shanked,
what time change?
We record at 7 o'clock every goddamn week. It is now 6:13. You're arguing that both the time has changed and it has not changed.
We record at 7 o'clock Central Daylight Savings Time. It's no longer Daylight Savings Time, which means it's 6 o'clock Central Time.
It's the same time we've done it every week since we started doing the podcast.
We record at 7 o'clock Central Time every week. It is not 7 o'clock Central Time right now.
Right.
It's not the same time.
Because the clock changed. The time is not changed.
Which means the time changes.
No.
It's not 7 o'clock Central.
It's not daylight clock.
Let me ask you this. Hey, Shank, let me ask you this. If I took your watch or your stove clock or whatever, some sort of manual timekeeping device, and I set it back 1 minute.
Okay. I don't know where
you're going. Has the time changed for you? Or is the clock set differently?
No, but I'm going to be 1 minute late to work. Or early, I guess, in your...
You'd be 30 seconds late to work because it only takes you 30 seconds.
I mean, I'm late to work every day. But no, you can't argue both sides of the point. You're one saying that it is 7 o'clock, but also the time hasn't changed. The time absolutely changed last week. Not last week, but 2 weeks ago, we recorded at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. It is now 6:14 Central Standard Time, and we are recording the podcast. You guys are both insane.
But this is the same time we do it every other week. I don't understand.
It is not the same time we do it every other week. We record at 2 hours after I get off of work. It is now 1 hour after I get off of work.
When you change your clocks, the sun doesn't go, oh, I better get up an hour earlier. It rises at the same time every day. You just change the clock, so your visual representation of that time is different, but the time is the same.
Sure, the flow of time hasn't changed because the clock's
what we're talking
about. But the effective, like, timekeeping device that the world runs on changed, except for Arizona's for whatever reason. Which I actually
also the rest of the world, I'm pretty sure doesn't do daylight.
Yeah, nobody does daylight savings time.
The world is only America. We know this.
Yeah, especially today.
Make America frolf again. Oh, I'm bringing it to the podcast, baby.
Oh, good.
Two of these boys and girls will spend some part of their lives in a mental institution.
Welcome to Hanging Loose, a disc golf podcast hosted by ShankedDG and Spiiciiboii. Today's guest, a squid survives.
Welcome to the Hanging Loose podcast. My name is ShankedDG. With me, as always, the goddamn wrong time guy.
No, the only right time guy. I hope you know there's a bill that's been mired in the Senate for forever to abolish daylight savings time. And
I'm telling you though, if it was 5 o'clock right now, like it's 5 o'clock at your time, right?
No,
it would be
5:16.
All right. It's 5:16 spicy time. And if it was as dark as it is now here at 5:15, I would riot.
So
there would be no disc golf for me after when did the clocks change on the 3rd?
From Randy, you can play in the dark like I have to half of the year.
I actually did play in the dark last weekend.
Gross. Speaking of Rand Disc Golf, like I was just mentioning, thank you for sponsoring the show. We appreciate you. Please make sure to get your discs and other fine disc golf apparel and accessories there. I know he's been taking some pretty strong customer feedback. It was his birthday, so happy belated, Randy. I'm sorry we did not record last week and missed it. I was not well. I think Caleb was not feeling the best, so we just decided to take a week off. Yo. Speaking of recording and not being here, I have a hard out tonight because I have to go vote. Even though it says I already voted, this is coming out on Monday, and I just want everyone to leave me alone about it. I'm tired of the texts. I'm tired of the calls. I'm tired of the YouTube ads. Go do your civic duty. I don't want to hear about it. I cannot stand talking about politics.
I didn't vote.
That's not a surprise.
Mostly due to the voter suppression that happens in Oklahoma, and that I had to be registered to vote like a month early and was not aware. So I missed the deadline to register. So I went and raised hell at a polling location, and I'm surprised they let me out of the jail cell. So
classic Shanked. Yeah, and this is always the weird part of the year where we don't have live disc golf to talk about.
Yeah,
we could talk about the Tour Championship. That was crazy. I was texting Terry while he was live on air. He probably won't want me to say that, but he's did his job and did it professionally. And he only responds when he has a moment or they go to commercial. He never responds while he's live. But it was a wild chase, very exciting.
I would love to see him mid-broadcast be like, hold on, gotta text Spicy back.
I keep trying to get him to throw words into the broadcast just to give me like a little like Carol
a little nod,
yank on the ear, you know. But what is my dad? Did you vote? Yeah, shut up, Bert. Anyway,
Bert.
Yeah, it's I always love when people do that. My uncle used to be a cameraman in Los Angeles, and he filmed Southern California Sports Report, Talk Soup, the Oscars, the Grammys, like anything big that's ever happened at Staples Center. My uncle filmed, and he would have the anchors like say stuff to my family. So like when my grandma turned 63, I think he had one of the sportscasters give her a shout out, literally live on there. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's
I love that shit. I love
absolutely.
It. So yeah, it's been that's cool. If our guest is here already, bring him on. I know we got started a little late.
Yeah, he's not here quite yet, but I'm sending the link now. I do not know. I was not wrong about the time. You guys are insane.
No.
Okay. I would have been fine with this starting at 6 if there was any communications, but you guys are acting like I should have assumed that that podcast time moved back an hour.
All of time perception moved back an hour.
Except for you.
Right. I knew that I wasn't going to change.
You have an opinion.
I knew this bubble. No, I'm the only one living in the future. Everything time related changed for everyone.
Hold on.
Arizona and Idaho, I think, also doesn't do.
Hold on.
What do you want?
Because you're always living in the future,
right?
Just not just right now, but you're living in the future all the time.
Yeah, just he's now less in the future than he was last week.
I'm 2 hours in the future instead of 3 hours.
Wait, no,
I'm actually behind you guys time.
I was gonna say he's in the
I was like, no, that's not right.
Right, no,
that's the joke.
See, again, I understand how the time works. You two fuckers who have to change your shit twice a year are the confused ones.
No. I want to point out I was here and ready to record.
You sure were
at the correct time.
Insane.
Not the correct time. You're always in
normal time,
like an hour and a half early anyway. So I don't
That's
know
fair.
how boring is your fucking life, dude.
I was gonna say we could have a tiebreaker in here, but soon.
The official theme song of the New York Yankees. Had to hit him. Had to get him at 1. Yeah, you can play the strikeout.
Oh, that's so good. All right, hold on. I got to take this shirt off. I'm getting hot.
I just turned on the air. Hi, it's just me, Spiiciiboii. Welcome to the weirdest part of this podcast where I just yell at you while Caleb gets undressed. I hope you're having a great day. Make sure you go vote.
I tried to lip read a little bit. Didn't get nothing.
Yeah, you did bad. Okay, I'm not alone anymore. So what's the temps like where you guys are at? Because it's October or it's November now. And I'm
whopping
curious.
48 degrees right now.
Okay. How about you, RV3?
That's 47 degrees for Arizona.
Well, don't worry.
That was a good one.
Yeah, don't worry. It only gets down to like the mid-20s here at nighttime.
So our low is 45, and our high today is 73.
It was up to 70 this afternoon, but it's getting cold quick here in the old Northeast. All the trees are now naked and ready to receive their yearly dosing of snow. And Yeah, it's winter's coming, as they say.
Hey everybody, this is Randy from randdiscgolf.com. The other day I was out on the disc golf course, bombing my drivers 300 feet, feeling good about myself. And I decided that since I had a long ride home, I needed to find a podcast that was smart, funny, and entertaining. Everything a good podcast should be. So I picked Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and it was wonderful. But after that, my podcast app, the algorithm, sent me to Hangin' Loose podcast, hosted by ShankedDG and Spiiciiboii. And it was okay. But after 30 seconds, I figured that my time would be better spent listening to the new Chapel Roan album. So that's what I did. So if you need any discs, randdiscgolf.com. And if your podcast app happens to go to the Hangin' Loose podcast, there's always Chapel Roan.
Nice.
So I have a question, and it's disc golf related. So we have kind of a recurring joke that we make every year. It's a very dumb joke. But whenever I go play Vista del Camino, which is where the memorial is, hole 1, there's the triple Mando. Now, every time you've seen it on coverage, the trees are naked, just like RV3 said. But the rest of the year for us, they're full foliage.
Okay.
So a lot of times when we throw that triple Mando, it's not up year round, by the way. It's only up from January to maybe March, and then they take it down again. But we try and throw through that triple Mando where it would be. If we hit the tree every single time, we will say, would have made it at the memorial. There's no leaves on the trees. Every time, or at least I do every time. There are some of my friends who will just throw around the Mando, which I think is dumb. Like, it's there, play it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's also just kind of like our little cop-out. Do you guys have anything like that at your courses? Where you, like, part of the year it's one thing, or part of the year it's another thing?
There was at home course in Iowa, there was a hole, I want to say it was like hole 7 or something, but there was a winter line because it's a really tight tunnel shot, and then there's big bushy trees that
we love a tight bush
that block the line. But in the winter, when the leaves fall, there's a thumber line to go over the top. So I mean, that's about as close as I can think of. Is that when in the winter there's a alternate line to get down the tunnel?
We have 3 holes on the course here that play dramatically different in the winter than they do in the summer, because the top of the trees get super, super thin, obviously, in the winter, and you can really, really flex some of the shots that are way, like, you could try it in the summer, but iron leaf is more likely than making it through. So
I would assume that's the case for a lot of wooded courses. I mean, as soon as the leaves fall, you get a lot more space in the tunnels or lines. But yeah, here we have one woods course, and I haven't played it in the winter. Actually, that's not true. I played it on Christmas last year. Winter in Oklahoma is strange.
There's 3 holes where I play a completely different shot in the winter than I do in the summer.
That's interesting. See, and that's kind of another nice thing about Arizona is, like, we don't get snow. We don't have those problems. Same thing like with time difference. We never have to change anything. So same thing with our courses is the line might be a little tighter, but it's the same line that you're going to throw pretty much every single time. So with that, let's jump to our guest for the day. Shank, you want to introduce them?
Yeah, so we've got our friend and youth disc golf, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Advocate.
Enthusiast advocate. A Squid survives. Squid.
Yo.
What an animal. What's up, dude?
Only an animal in the sheets. No.
Oh, get him out of here. Wrong podcast.
This is the right podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about a mustache.
Yeah, have you seen the stash, bro? Truly though, appreciate you guys having me here. Yeah, that intro was one for the record books, I'll say. I am just another dude playing some disc golf, loving disc golf, and wherever I go, I just want to play disc golf. So to me, that's all I am, is just another dude trying to play disc golf. And then I'm finally in a spot in my life where I'm able to give back. So it's just an easy decision to be able to just play disc golf and find a way to give back in my community. And just with that, in the last 3 years, I've made great strides of getting people involved and doing different things and hosting events. And it's just been an incredible ride for me, guys. So, hey, that's a beautiful disc. Look at that.
Just looking to see if I had mine. I think they're all out in the living room.
You guys might need you guys got to get a resident dyer. That's a good disc for dye, right?
We have one. Afterlife Dives.
Yeah.
Yes. There we go.
Justin from Twitter.
All right. Shout out. There we go. Afterlife.
Yes, sir.
So you guys probably want to maybe hear about me, but that's okay. I don't really need to talk about me too much. I was going to tell you guys, though, I went through and I was attempting. I don't know if Spicy even knows this, but I was going to try and I was attempting to rewatch all your guys' podcasts and then take notes during them. So
I want to hear this. This is the only reason I want to have you on. These other two schmucks just hang out and listen to the tongue bathing they're about to get.
Right?
But I'm so interested to hear about somebody listening to just. I don't know if you got through them all, but.
Oh, I did not yet, but I mean, I would still like to. I mean, there's just a lot that was going on, just in life in general and just everything else. But I'm happy. I was happy doing this. I got through at least 9 episodes, and again with notes. But on top of that too, I'm going through and ranking all you guys' guests, and I'm going to put them up against me and my own medal and my own disc golf self. So I'm ranking you guys
I'm
on
so
the Squid, and it's called a Squid scale. So
Squid scale.
Yes, if you're 0 on the Squid scale, that means you are on par or even with me. If you're a -1, what you are, that's right around an 815 rated player. I did have a little bit of a formula in this. I'm a science guy, a pharmacist. So it's I put 815 as kind of my bottom, and you got your 1050 rated studs. They're the ones. You guys haven't had a 1 on your show yet, so we should probably pick that up. But you are for amateurs. I learned that in the first podcast. So I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a Squid scale, and I would challenge all your previous guests to any disc golf match to prove their merit on the course against me. Whatever you want to play for, whether it's pride or money, let's put it on the line and see what we can do. All right. But
I love this so much.
Somewhere though, episode 1, that was a good start for you guys. You guys remember much on that episode?
Hell
Oh
yeah.
man.
Hell yeah.
Everything. Quiz
Yes,
me.
Spicy does.
Oh, everything. Well, let's. What was your favorite part about that show? I kind of want to recap a little bit for you because that was a big show in my opinion. First one's always a great one.
I remember
my highlight was Papa Wolf telling us that we weren't going to get past 5 episodes, and then Shanked and I locking eyes through the camera, going, "Now we have to."
Oh yeah.
It was so funny because after he left, after we were done recording, just in the green room afterward, we immediately were like, "Fuck that guy."
See, that's pretty funny because I thought my highlight was Papa Wolf.
Yeah,
Papa Wolf was fantastic.
He was an amazing first guest to have on the show, and was it that episode when he was eating wings?
No.
He was eating pretzel bites.
Yes.
Pretzel bites. That's what it was.
Drinking beer.
Yeah.
So it was absolutely a hangout for that first episode. It was a lot of fun.
100% was. There was a lot of really great things. The giveaway was awesome there that he did and put up. And then another highlight that I loved for you guys was the rapid fire questions. I just thought that was.
I forgot I did that.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good thing to do on that first episode. It really.
We need to bring that back. I'm taking notes.
We do.
Right, Spicy.
That's what we pay you to do.
You remember this? You're a bitch. That you.
Oh yeah. This? Of course.
What is that thing?
What is what thing?
That you bitch disc. What was that all about again?
It's in the car. No, it's not. Hold on.
Oh.
I don't know if
I don't recall this at all. Was it in the background?
Oh, I think I talked about it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
There it is.
So it is let me remember. It's a latitude, or excuse me, a dynamic disc bounty.
Nice.
There is someone's phone number on it, so I can't show it for too long. But it's really funny because let's see, we can do that. That's fine. The logo leaked a little bit down here.
Kind of looks
At the
like
dye job, you see just that little orange semicircle.
Yeah.
right.
So I just put 2 eyes on it. And then I made this because every round for like a solid 6 or 7 months, I was the person keeping score because I just was so over everybody arguing about it at the beginning of it.
That's hilarious. So you
I was
were
like,
the you bitch.
I was the unit, which is why I had this made. And so it's very overstable, but I do like it.
Oh yeah, I mean that looked awesome.
Made that putt, by the way.
So just a crazy stat about episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only episode I haven't seen or listened to.
Is it really? Interesting.
It was before we brought him on, I think, wasn't it?
So, quick realization. I think in the 9 episodes that I've seen so far or watched and listened, I don't know who you are, man, talking to me. So
that's great because I've hosted twice.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's
so good. When did you join the show, Rudy?
It was episode.
So
he was
the first episode I edited was 2, I think. But the first one, when I was there for the recording, may not have been until like the 10s.
I think it was around 4 where you were.
Yeah, it may not have been till the 10s.
I may or
when was I the guest?
Some stuff down.
See,
so you haven't seen my guest episode though?
No, not at all. So I'm like again 9 episodes through, and you had came up in conversation, like they were talking about you and saying things about you, but I didn't know, like, I know I follow these guys on Twitter, and I mean it's just I knew, but it's also like it's kind of funny because I do not like have any clue who was talking to me.
That's awesome.
Unless I knew like
you were
following you on Twitter.
We've interacted on Twitter though.
Oh, for sure, but I still have no idea who you are. Like, literally would never be able to
awesome.
line up.
That's awesome. It looks like your first episode you were a guest was episode 15, Rudy.
Yes, so I'm getting there.
What was the courtesy? What was the courtesy violation episode?
15.
Not yet. 16, I just finished your Afterlife Dies. Shout out. That's why I knew you guys had that. I don't know when you guys. I think it was later. It was pretty. It's coming.
That's okay. Keep going.
It was episode 13 was courtesy violation.
I think that's the first one I recorded with you guys. I think, or one of the first ones. But
okay. That'll be a fun one. I can't wait to get. Like I said, I got notes. The
courtesy violation is one of the first.
So if you guys want a recap episode someday, I know we only have like an hour. I mean, I got you guys.
Oh man, this is one of the best bits on the podcast yet. So I appreciate it.
I can't wait for Spicy to host a hanging loose trivia because that's what this is going to turn into now that we have the stats.
That'll be fun.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Your love for trivia is amazing. Some little story, personal anecdote. You guys do story time. I know that. So for me here and disc golf trivia, I actually have a group of like nerd friends. They do not care for sports. They like maybe 1 or 2 of them actually care and want to play, but the others are just straight nerd stuff. Like anything nerds, own it. But you know me, I don't stop talking about disc golf, and I just love disc golf so much. So I had them all come out to meet out here in Missouri, and we took them. We played out in Kansas City, so we got some good courses up there in Smithville, and these are legit, like tough cruising courses. You don't take people for their first time, but I didn't care because they were there for me. So I was going to show them what it's like. You're not going to take them to some little course. We're going to take them to the best and the brightest over there. But what I wanted to do to help their enthusiasm is every 3 holes or so, we would stop and we would run trivia. And this is how we would do, because we had teams, and your trivia answers could play into your scores later on. So there was a whole thing that was going on. I had it all planned out for like every 3 holes, you ask like 5 different questions. They had a whole bunch of the categories on them and a whole bunch of different nerd stuff, but also disc golf related stuff. And like I tried lecturing them before we went out about different disc golf terms like hyzer and anhyzer, like trying to like hint at them like, you guys should know this stuff because I'm gonna quiz you. We're gonna have
right.
trivia. And none of them fucking remembered, and it kind of was really upsetting. So I called them out on it. But yeah,
we were just talking about that because when I host trivia, I read the rules at the beginning of every round, every game. And it goes 2 points per question. You get a bonus category, which is double points, blah, blah, blah. And inevitably, throughout the night, some dumbass will walk up to me and go, I had 7 points. And I go, well, it's 2 points per correct answer. So
that's hilarious.
Or somebody will go, how did they get 40? It's only 2 points. I go, yeah, they had to double. And they like...
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how you didn't lose your shit, because I lose my shit on them. Like when they weren't answering or they weren't paying attention, I was like, do you guys even care? Like, why did I put in this effort?
I feel like a kindergarten teacher most of the days. And I literally just last night got into an argument with my boss at the bar because of that exact situation.
Yeah.
And I was told, hey, if you want to be homeless, keep arguing with people. If you don't.
So that was my fun story note from trivia. I feel like I could sidebar a lot, so guys, keep me on task.
The task is you going over these episodes.
Oh, yeah. Ready for 2? I'm ready for 2.
Let's go.
Episode 2 was Lone Star Airbud.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So here I learned about... Also, I wanted to give you guys... We didn't talk about episode 1. Papa Wolf, he did a great job of disguising how good he actually might be at disc golf. So on my scale, I put him at a 0.3. So I think he might be able to beat me. Maybe he's a higher level, like NA1 player that I'm just not aware about. So like a 940, 950 rated player, I really don't know. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt because he was pretty studly on there. I will tell you guys both got rated. And you guys talked about your ratings pretty early on. So your score on the scale is pretty bad. Spicy, I think you're a -1, bud.
That's fine. I don't line up with my disc golf abilities.
That's so funny.
Shane, I got you at a -0.965. Again, lots of math involved, so we're not going to get involved in that. But yeah, -0.965.
I love how absolutely arbitrary and so thought out this is at the same time. I love this so much.
I need to see the math.
No, you don't.
I think we're looking at the math.
Pi is involved, okay? Pi is involved, and no one likes pi. Like when it's math, no one likes pi.
Oh, I was like, speak for yourself.
Oh, man.
Here we go. Lone Star, Adam Wakefield. So he's the owner of the sponsored dog. Do you guys remember the dog's name?
Otto,
yeah.
Good job, guys. Man, you guys are doing great so far. Outside of that, though, Spicy, I was looking there and you mentioned Thailand. Ooh, you got 2025 in your sights still?
I don't.
What happened?
This podcast. No, okay. I had, unfortunately, right after we started recording November of last year. It was right after my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And in January and then again in March, I had some pretty expensive car repairs come up.
Gotcha.
Thankfully, I know an angel by the name of Terry Miller who helped me pay for those car repairs that I'm still working off for him. Right. I should have that paid off here before the end of the year, but he was an absolute saver.
That's wonderful. What a good
I can't make it to Thailand, unfortunately. I would love to, though.
You know, I'll tell you, it's an awesome experience. You need to do it. I'm lucky enough to have experienced it early on. I took a leap. I was my first year of pharmacy school. I just got out of a big, long breakup or something stupid like that. My heart hurt. So I needed disc golf. I needed to go away. So I went to Thailand for a month. We spent 3 weeks in Bangkok. And then we spent an entire month on the island entire week on the island of Koh Samui and just played there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing. Met some incredible people while I was there. Nigel, he was in charge of it then. I don't think he's even doing anything a part of it anymore, and I think that's where Terry comes into the play. But
I was gonna say, is that the Samui disc golf
yes,
thing
yes,
that Terry's doing?
That's Terry's property now.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that whole place was just something special. And again, it's just one of those moments where, looking back, you know, that's why I'm here. That's why I want to give back to these juniors, because any kind of moment that they can have like that, boy, that's worth it. Like, shoot, I'll spend whatever it takes to give them that moment, because I mean, it's amazing. So I hope you get there, Spicy. I mean, it's a wonderful dream to have. It's a great place to be. So I believe in you, man. I think you'll get there.
Thanks, Dad.
Yay, no problem. I'm here. Also, this is some bullshit, Shanked. I'm coming after you. KC Wide Open. You called it dog shit. That's my home, baby. KC Wide Open.
KC Wide Open. Is that Dynamic Disc Open?
No, that was Glasswood.
No, that's Glasswood. Yes.
It's KC Wide Open. Hold on.
KC Wide Open has been going on for over 40 plus years now. I think like my first installment was, I don't know, maybe it was a while ago. It was definitely a while ago, but it's just an incredible like atmosphere.
Casey's huge on disc golf, dude.
Yeah, and Casey's gone through a bunch of just different changes, and it used to be on tour, and then it just got taken away as a stop on tour. But now they're back, and they have a better, like a more appropriate professional level course that they will actually play. Because the course they were playing on tour, truly, I mean, like Nico LaCastro would come down and he could own this tournament, because you just have to throw like big old like 500, 600 foot wide open, just land it in a good spot and be good in the wind. And he's from Missouri, so he could just come out there and, you know, he was always doing really well there. But KC Wide Open is just a special thing. So I'm happy to see that coming back really close to me. I mean, it's about an hour and 50 minutes away. So that is it, I guess, close.
Just a quick question. Are you familiar with Steph Olson, the Queen of Rosedale, as a KC disc golfer?
So yes, I do know, like the female disc golfer, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So I know of Steph, and I have not had the pleasure to play much with her, as I never resided in KC. I was from I lived in Lawrence, so Rock Chalk baby. So anytime I went to play in Kansas City, it was 100% you had to drive. Never lived there, never been a really true part of the scene outside of tournaments and those types of things, and just being there when I can. You do later on mention some KC stuff. Actually, that's in 2 episodes. So
we'll get there.
Yeah, we got the deets on that bad boy. Also, with all that, episode 2, again, I think you guys are just finding your rhythm. I didn't have a lot of like big old takeaways. Episode 3, there was a lot of really good information that I got out of that. What do you guys remember from episode 3, which is D tier of the Juggalos?
Oh, with the disc golf betting with Nasser, yeah. I honestly don't remember a ton about that episode other than his interview.
That was the only interview we've ever had where the guest was not on camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and is Nasser his name? Or is that an online?
I think it might be his last name, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was confused on that. He was he knew his stuff though.
Yeah, the Hit in the Line podcast.
I remember that was the first podcast where it did not take me longer to edit than it was the length of the podcast.
And every podcast is like an hour and a half, it feels like.
Right. And especially the early ones were a lot longer. So the first episode I edited was like 2.5 hours of editing.
Holy
from like these
sounds like you're a terrible editor. Be efficient.
Well, because I was cleaning up so much, and I feel like now that you guys have gotten better, I don't have to clean up as much, so it doesn't take as long.
Yeah, because I remember there was a lot of issues at first about like some of us being loud and then others being quiet. And
yeah.
Rudy was always on me about sniffing into the
Sniffling.
microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of that.
RV3 got that.
Thank you. So yeah, that's what one of the staples that sticks out to me was they finally hit that groove where okay, they understand how a microphone works, how to talk into a microphone. Not that you didn't before.
I was gonna say, I don't
some
even
people
have this thing
didn't.
yet.
I didn't even
It was-
have a mic until fucking Christmas. I had to use my earbuds.
Yeah, I was using this thing.
Were you blurry there too, Spicy, or were you not? I think Papa was getting on.
He's
you
still
about
blurry
it.
now. What are you talking about? Look at him.
His background,
way.
you can at least see what's in his background.
He's
not trying to,
naturally
hide
blurry.
his- Yeah.
You see him
Yeah.
in public, and you're like, "What was that?"
Yeah,
So-
it's
The first thing that stuck out to me, and again, a lot of my points that stick out to me, it's because I'm gonna have personal reference back to it or some kind of story time for you guys. But like you made a reference with Arctic Cats and a pyro.
Oh, yeah.
Who was that?
So Arctic Cats was one of my first like Twitter buddies.
Okay.
And he was very kind about like hooking me up with a lot of MVP stuff. He's based out of Colorado. He films for Bodanza sometimes, if you guys know who that is.
Yeah. I love the shout out with Arctic Cats, and again, fresh callback to Squid. I was randomly, because I randomly do a lot of things. I was randomly in a tournament in Denver, Colorado, because I have a buddy out there and I could stay there, and it was just a perfect weekend to go up there and play and stay. So I legitimately, in this random ass fucking tournament that I got on a filmed round with Arctic Cats and Bodanza. So it's
Heck yeah.
and at this time I had no fucking idea who even Bodanza was too. And I was just like, I have no idea. I was like,
That's
okay,
awesome.
cool. So
he's
question for you guys: have either of you ever been on a filmed round?
Oh,
And
Spicy
RV3,
has for
you
sure.
too. Sorry, RV3.
no. I've never been on a filmed round. I filmed plenty of rounds.
Okay.
I've never thrown.
You've never shown up in like the background of a filmed round on Terry's
I mean,
channel?
if I'm just in the background, yeah. I was on the Bogey Bros Vista Del Camino video.
Yeah, so you've been in
So
a
I
film round.
thought he was asking if I was like playing a film.
Playing a film, playing a
gotcha.
player, playing a player.
Yeah, one of us understands comprehension.
You don't come at me with the time shit.
Yeah, the other one lives in fucking Oklahoma. I've never played on a film round, but my friends, if we should make up at some point in the near future, plan on doing the Los Olivos Open, and I'm just gonna use Terry's equipment and tell him to deal with it, and then
nice.
yeah, and then we'll put that out. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I love
I've
it.
been on a filmed round to answer the question.
Maybe that's a life goal for amateur players. Have you ever been on a filmed round? I don't know. I think it's a cool
I
thing.
think
So
I
does
think I would
filming
love-
yourself count?
I
No.
don't know, because I'm talking
Because
like
I've filmed
PDGA
myself as like a
sanctioned-
test for 9 holes, but I
Did you
I
do
didn't end up doing
was it
anything with
PDGA
it.
sanctioned event?
no, it was
Okay,
just
okay,
my own. I
Yeah.
was just out with a GoPro and
Top,
set it up.
PDGA sanctioned filmed actual
no.
event. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I'll never get there, but
no,
I,
don't ever say never.
I think it'd be really cool.
I will happily say never right now. I know my limits.
Well, what if you're the one offering it?
I wouldn't because I don't want that much responsibility. But I can make a very professional looking video with the camera
There you go.
equipment that I
All
have.
right, gotcha.
So
I would also
really-
love to see. I mean, I know there's not really probably a market for it, but I would really love to see some like filmed amateur rounds, like MA1 or something.
I
Dude, I've been
like-
thinking about
I think
doing that for
I-
like the last 2 seasons. I might do it next year.
There's a
Just take
100%
out the-
market for it.
Dude, if you do that, me and
Just be
Spicy will
random
commentate.
B tiers and C tier tournaments. Just
I think that was
100%.
that was a
Terry-
plan in the
Terry-
early
locally.
podcast,
Terry
right?
just
We were
did
gonna.
that flex C tier, and that worked for pros. And I mean, even the two of those kids on there, they were like high rated pros, but truly, again, like it was still good content. I think you can get good content out of amateurs, especially if you do some fun
least-
interviews with them and like,
at
just
least
keep it
funny
light. Yeah, you
content.
can keep it light, keep it heavy, like easy. You know, I think it's JK Disc Golf or whatever on X. He doesn't he do a lot of the make fun of you kind of stuff. So you could throw some of that in there, and I think it would do really well.
I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
No,
No?
that was an early podcast idea for me and Spicy. Was we were gonna see if Terry had some old footage that he never used and try to
Just
commentate
commentate
over it,
Just
and then
absolutely
it kind
blind.
of and then it kind of evolved from there to like filming an amateur round, and then
Nice.
me and Spicy commentating on it, and I'm sure it would be terrible, but sounds fun.
So I'm lucky enough to be on 2 filmed rounds. If you ever find me on YouTube, one of them is a long view open. I'm wearing a nice Canadian tuxedo, so you guys can check that out. And yeah, and then I'm on the, what was that tournament called? Like How the West Was Won or something like that. And Arctic Cat filmed it, and I'm on one of those too. So
nice. Yeah.
Definitely a cool amateur experience. So I hope us amateurs can get more of that. I think that would be cool.
I think the story from that episode was Arctic Cat sent me a pyro, and my very first throw with it, I aced.
Oh shit, that's sweet.
Sick. And then I lost that same pyro in a pond and a tournament a couple months later.
You guys did a few other things that we talked about. A lot of it was just kind of more notes. Nothing really like more so like you guys were getting more into your groove of talking to each other and like working off of each other and not like just trying to have a one-man show. So I think that you guys were getting really into that. Also, you got to show out some love. G-Star Wraith is phenomenal. If you guys are not throwing a G-Star Wraith or just any Wraith in general, dear God.
So good. So good.
Let's just stop the crap right now. Go get a freaking Wraith.
Mm-hmm.
That's my most aced with disc.
G-Star Wraith specifically, such a good disc.
Yeah, and so I bagged 1 G-Star, and it's specifically for just a longer flippier, like tailwind, just, or if I'm going uphill, like I have that Wraith that I still love with that mold, and then I can just trust that plastic too, and I like that.
Is it
plastic.
purple by chance? Because I feel like every single G-Star Wraith I've seen is purple.
No, mine's orange. I got a little burnt orange in me.
I have red one. I have like a highlighter green one.
Nice.
I have a couple champ Wraiths too.
Yes, and my lovely fiance Cass or Bones, she's really kind of the star of the charity. If we are talking about my charity, she helps out me so much just to make sure that things are going smooth, and do a lot of my admin stuff. She's on top of it, and she's just so good at making things happen. And she throws race, and so big old shout out to her. We got engaged just in August, so just super excited. And
hell yeah, dude! Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and it's again, just can't say enough good things.
We should go over your the stuff you do for the youth disc golf before this is over. Spicy had it was a hard out. What do you got, like 15 extra minutes or so?
Yeah, about that.
Okay. Yeah, what do you got to do today is so fucking important.
Tuesday, November 5th, 2024.
Way to date the podcast. Talk about evergreen content.
Yeah. I think that's funny, and I don't know anything.
And they were never happy again.
But you guys, I do love talking about my charity, and really what it is it's just going to be as simple as it can be until it can be bigger than that. It's a lot of grassroots effort just here in my county and my area. I'm from a very small town of 1,700 people. We don't have a lot of access to really anything. Like you guys hear me, I have to drive an hour to do anything, really anything. If I want to go play disc golf, it's an hour. I mean, I can go play.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I mean, that's just what it is. So
4 minutes. My polling place is at my home course.
Right. Yeah. I that would be amazing. My home course was a high school course, and I mean, it was a 9-hole course that they put in because they got a grant, and they haven't cared about it since I got here. And that's nothing against them. It's just they don't know nothing about it, and they don't have any plans for it. But it is against them when someone like me has came to them year after year and said, hey, let's do something. Let's help this. Let's grow this. But, you know, every little fall that you have, all that does is just make you more motivated for more. Oh. And that's just all I am. And it doesn't discourage me at all that I don't have a course near me. I have my house. You know, I have a full 108-yard thing that we can take kids and just practice putting. And that's what we've been doing. So like just little things in our community is how I see my charity growing right now. Again, I don't ask for money from outside donors out of our city or anything like that right now. I'm setting my grounds. I'm getting my chops in. Yeah. I want to do this right, and I will do it right. So again, I don't have a lot to say to a whole national wide audience outside of challenging them to say, hey guys, what can you do in your community? Because what I'm doing, yes, I am doing extra, but there are things that I do that aren't that hard. Like, again, I took the time and went to a back to school and I set up a little station and had kids just putt. They were having fun just throwing putters. Like, there you go. Here's a little basket. Here's 3 putters. Good luck. See if you make it. And if you don't make it, it's not a big deal. And if you do, high fives, right? And it's just fun. Just be out there, be somewhere, be available to show your sport to someone or your community. And, there's small ways that we can all do things. And that's really what the gist of this is. And that's what I would tell a national audience right now is, you guys, let's go.
Well, unfortunately, you only have our audience. So,
well, and from the numbers that I was hearing, they were getting bigger. Like you had like 6 viewers like on number 1, like when you guys were getting there, and now you guys are getting definitely over 100 views on most of your videos. Like,
yeah, getting close to back up there, and that's just on YouTube.
Exactly.
Our Spotify numbers are getting pretty good too. So
yeah, so again, I mean, it's just what we're doing. We're out here just trying to be better and be better for the sport, be better for each other, and that's why again, I think it's important that you guys are doing this as a podcast, and I appreciate it. And I definitely have fun doing this. I could sit here for hours and just talk about disc golf, just talk about things that you can do in disc golf. That's just what I do.
I mean, it's what you do with your buds when you go play, right? You walk around a course for 2 hours and you bullshit. That's what this show is.
Yes, but and I'm trying to make some buds. So I don't have any buds out here in this 17-hour person.
Oh no!
Not to play disc golf. I have buds. None of them want to play disc golf.
Oh, that's lame. Lame-o stuff. I wanted to circle back and touch on something you said that getting involved in your local.
Oh, you died.
Your local community now taking replacements for Squid. You said getting involved in your local community and like volunteering for these for youth disc golf and stuff is easy, and I want to back that up because it really is. When I got here in Ponca, like Oklahoma, when I moved here, I contacted our local rec center and I was like, "Hey, can I run a clinic for kids?" And they said yes.
Yeah, instantly.
It was that easy. I contacted Edge and I was like, "Hey, these guys are looking for." I middlemanned them getting the equipment, and
amazing.
And then we ran a 3-day clinic for children. And I'm going to do it again next year, and probably every year after that. It's so easy and it's so much fun.
Yeah, so and it's amazing, and the satisfaction you got out of that is, I'm sure, just immense. And
I saw that kid at the tournament I played last weekend. One of the kids that was at the clinic. So I don't know if he convinced his dad to come play or something, but I saw him out there playing and he was kicking ass, and I was like, "That he is so."
Was that one of the kids that beat you in that tournament?
No, I didn't get beat, baby. I won. But
that's amazing.
He finished.
I was the one that lost to children.
Yeah.
Oh, we've all lost to children. You guys don't even know. I lost to a child, and his name was Gannon Burr. Mother trucker, man. This fucker beat me when he was like 13 years old. It was in Des Moines, and the Des Moines Challenge. I'm trying to go in there and enjoy my time in NA1 and, having fun. And there's Gannon Burr just running us. He freaking played in NA1. I was on his card. I don't know. I've been lucky. And again, I was on his card, and we were just talking. He was talking about like college disc golf, and I was in college as a kid. He was like, "Bro, you don't need to worry about going pro." Like, because he was worried about going pro and like ruining his chance to play college disc golf. And I'm
like, man,
don't even think about that, dude. Like, it's going to be a total.
I mean, Gannon's for you. Gannon's really only had one really major loss in his career, and that was to Prodigy Discs. Okay, let's do it.
There you go. I was like, I'm ready for this. Is this like, where's this heading?
Hell yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong.
The delayed laugh, just like real life.
Who's doing that? Is that you, Rudy, with the soundboard?
Yeah. God. Oh man.
But yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with losing to some juniors. I mean, everyone needs to get their ass whooped every once in a while.
Oh yeah.
I would much rather say I lost to Gannon Burr than I lost to a child whose name I can't even remember right now. But
Hey, maybe someday. That was just a lucky day to get beat by one of the best in the world. You know,
my luckiest day was ending up on a card with Terry Miller and like actually getting to foray into videography. As a result.
I love it. I mean, that's.
I'll take that win all day. I make more than some of the pros filming those tournaments. No. If you don't cash, oops. Camera guy did better than you did.
I think that's amazing. I mean, being a part of the Sports Spicy, behind the camera, in front of the camera, on a podcast, just do it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Any way you can be involved is.
Yeah. That's been a common theme throughout the entirety of this show is like, it's not too late. If you want to do something in disc golf, do it. It's never too late. We're so early in this sport still.
Yeah. And
you can edit an amateur podcast.
Yeah, even you can.
Even
you can get left out of free shirt promos.
Does it entice you to come here and edit this video for a shirt? Just one.
Yeah. We'll pay you merch, except you won't get the merch.
Right.
I love it. But we got to get Spicy out of here. You guys got to go vote. That is important. Make sure you go vote.
I got plenty of time still. We still have like 5 episodes to get through. So
yeah, well, let's fly through a couple more episodes.
Oh, I would love to. Yes, let's keep going, guys. Next episode, we got Call of Duty of disc golf.
Disc golf game on.
Yes, that's where we're heading.
This guy's gonna fulfill my dream of being a VO on a disc golf video game.
Is he really?
I still want to do the VO. So if you're listening, disc golf VO, let me do the VO for your game.
That's awesome.
Let me do the VO for your game.
I could probably link you guys up if you're actually interested in that.
I would love to do it. Yes.
Yeah, let me hit him up. That would be awesome.
Dude, that's sweet.
We should all do one, and then you can
my Tour Series disc
of our voiceover tracks.
I did get I unlocked that disc. Spicy, I was looking at your disc. It wasn't there.
It never made it.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding me.
Hey, no problem, man. You made it. You made it. I really didn't know much about that. I mean, I played video games. It was $20, and so I just had it on my wish list. And again, if you know the right people or say the right things, maybe you can figure out how to get on that disc golf game on. It is actually a solid game. So
it's very good.
Yeah, I mean, if you had just a small group, it doesn't need a lot of people. It just needs a small group of dedicated disc golfers that care about video games and disc golf. I think that game would do really good. Yeah, and it's fun. Out of this one though, this is the big story time where we had Kansas City again ties. So I know Spicy was trying to not talk too much about who that was, but I had to do some sleuthing. So I got the downloads for you. I do know where they are currently. I think they're in Topeka doing stuff, Topeka, Kansas. So back in disc golf, from what I know, Spicy.
I'll be honest with you. I got another very positive text from my boss, so I was reading that. Remind me what we're talking about, and I'm very sorry.
No, it is okay. This was from
trying to save my livelihood.
The Kansas City disc golfer that.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's all you had to say.
Gotcha.
Yes, he is back in Kansas City doing disc golf things, and I don't know if I said this on the podcast. Not my type of person, but I wish him nothing but the best.
You did. No, you said that. You're
doing well.
Yeah, you. I think you were talking about wondering how he was doing, and so I think again with my sleuthing, I found out he was in Topeka and doing okay.
Okay.
And still, yeah. Shit. I didn't rate Nasser. I didn't rate him.
No,
guys. How's he gonna know if he beat me or not? What? Oh, I didn't rate Adam Wakefield. I'm doing terrible on my own scale.
Oh, come on, man.
Dude, this
Are we
is
through
important
kicking?
to me.
This is like when Shank tries to do a bit.
Yeah.
You're just going to keep me on topic. Ugh.
Oh, God damn it. Well, I got us lost that time.
Oh, man.
And if it's easier, just time-wise, I mean, I think this is going pretty good. I wouldn't be mad at maybe just a part 2 next week.
Yeah.
We don't get all the way through them.
I'm a worrywart. I worry about your guys' emotions well too much. So it's like I'm thinking about like if you really have to go spicy, and I just really make sure that I'm giving you everything that you need out of me, because you guys don't have content if I don't give you good fucking content.
Well, trust me when I say that I'm the most diva person on this show, and if I need to leave, I will just fucking.
He will just absolutely leave.
He'll just
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Keep
And I'm-
ripping through these. See
Hey,
how many we can
That
get.
is okay. I just want to know.
I don't think I'm difficult like diva wise,
Good.
but like I'm the one who's always late when we show up to record because I know.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
that's
that
fair.
kind of thing. Yeah.
That shit don't bother me. Just be open about it. Yeah, right. But back to my scale, because Adam Wakefield,
Okay.
motherfucker, I like him. He was from Denver. So if I'm ever in Denver, Adam, I'm hitting you up, or you hit me up. Squid. You are a minus 0.425.
Oh,
I don't think you can beat.
you think he can beat me and Spicy?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm so bad at disc golf.
I think when he was talking, he was like an 840, 850 rated player, maybe 860. But
I
Shank,
can't
again,
see
you
where I
gotta think
rank.
where you were at that point, because I was rating you based off of what you had told me. And at that point,
Gotcha.
you were right around an 815 rated player. I don't think you were doing it.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been 815
I
rated.
think you were like 795.
No. I threw a 795 rated round one day.
Maybe I just threw you a bone.
No.
Not
I think
me.
my lowest rating ever was like
Again,
840 or something.
Don't ask for the math. I don't know how you got out of there. You should have been
That's so funny.
obliterated by the equation. But yes, we do think Adam will beat you. And Nasser, a 0.12, calling it an even keel, 50-50. I got you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not great. I'm a 910, 915. The highest I've ever been rated is 929, and that was when I had the most time.
If I remember right, Nasser is like sneaky good.
I'm sure
He is sneaky good.
I was gonna say I think he's sneaky good.
Okay, so
Sneaky Good sounds like the name of an ICP album. So that
yeah, he definitely dominated all those Juggalo references. He was very good there. And then we had Bill Witt, our disc golf game on. He did mention his. I got him at a minus 0.67. Ain't beating me. Nah. Maybe
Nah.
Again,
In game, sure, but
yeah. So that episode was very good. Again, I liked meeting Bill. I liked seeing his vision for the sport. I think again the game for what he's done and what he had. I think it's a fantastic, fun, playable game.
Oh, absolutely. And from what I understand, he's pretty much a one-man team.
And again, that's incredible. So like I was saying, you had one or two other people that might be able to help him on his direction.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be greght.
Multiplayer's ready too on that game. He just needs to polish it a little bit and it'll launch. So.
Oh shit! See, you guys do a multiplayer podcast whenever it's back out. Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
That would be fun. Not much on that. No, somebody called Shank the dork. I don't know.
That's probably me 1,000 times.
I
remember that moment.
I'm a big I put an LOL next to it, so it's probably funny.
I remember. Yeah, it was spicy. He called me a dork, and then RV3 started laughing, and
it was pretty funny.
Top tier moment.
Episode 5. This is a good one.
That was our light fixture.
Papa.
What's that?
It was called "This One for You, Papa."
Oh, yep. That was with that was the start of our light fixture podcast.
Obsession with God damn it. His name is right on the tip. 43.
I got it. I know it.
I know his name because he pops up on my Instagram about 43 East on Twitter, right?
That's it.
Yep.
But what's his name?
Carrie Finnegan.
Carrie. I'm sorry. I knew his handle.
Can you guys? So 43 East. I apologize. I don't know if I got a lot out of 43 East. What was that all about?
I don't really think he had like a motive for being on the podcast. He just wanted to be on, and I was like, "Fuck it." So we just chatted for a while.
Okay. I think actually, was he the last winner? Was he a winner of one of your podcasts?
That's exactly what it was. Yeah, he was the first giveaway.
He was the first giveaway.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
That note.
4-time claw zone.
And then it hit my brain after, and then I looked and I did write that.
Dang, imagine using your notes to reference.
Dude, that would be crazy. You can't use notes on pharmacy tests, so I don't do it. So it's like you just try not to. And you just self-test yourself all the time. It's just like, whatever. You just test yourself. So, yeah, you have Kerry Finnegan. I don't think he was very good at disc golf. Mine is 0.96.
That's what you rated me.
Again, I don't think he was very good at disc golf.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad that you rated me so low because I have 21 aces. I'm not a bad.
You guys, I have an in-pocket fiance that plays disc golf at the level of like the 780s or whatever level.
Yeah, I just don't have distance. I make good throws, and I'm a bad putter.
So funny, man.
Yeah, you got to get the putting up. If you get the putting up, I bet you're there. Like it's easy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm mad now.
Hey, you better come to Stockton and prove your shit. I'll take you. I'll have to drive you an hour away, but you'll prove yourself.
I'll just meet you at the course. Go down there tomorrow. I'll be there.
Don't fucking test me. No, I have a lot of work to do. No, we had.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's got 30 more podcast episodes to listen to before he does anything else.
Yeah, this is going to be a 30-hour long review session. RV3, good luck editing, bud. We're going to have to maybe I'll come in and just be there. Like hang out in a Discord. I won't say anything. I'll just be there. Maybe that'll motivate you some more.
The most sneaky roasts I've ever heard from this guy.
We got Alex Jones listeners. I was shocked at that one.
Not me, him.
That's me. Previously.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, that was shocking. I just wrote it down and just said that was interesting.
And a caller on his show.
Oh yes, you had that full-on story about that. Didn't write anything about the story because once you said Alex Jones, I kind of tuned him out.
You just eyes glazed over.
You just kind of ignored most of everything he said. So I was like, after that, I was like, okay.
You know how upsetting it is that in 20 years I'm gonna look like Alex Jones. I am so not happy about it.
Okay,
you just gotta commit to the bit.
Hopefully by then he's irrelevant. So
dream.
So we had
his face turn is going to be great. Just wait.
Oh God,
Spicy.
Talk about wrestling.
Spicy, what you got? I think you were making a full MVP bag. Someone was making a full.
No, that was me.
God damn it!
I was going to go all MVP for a while. I got pretty close.
How long did that last?
It's still a lot of MVP. I'd say probably 80% of my bag is MVP.
Mm-hmm.
A little less now since my ran disc golf shipment. But I'm still a big fan of MVP. They make the best, the Pyro, the Crave, the Wave.
Right.
They make a lot of really good stuff. Fireball.
I mean, I really didn't throw a lot of MVP, and I still don't throw a ton of MVP. I think in my bag I have a Terra and an Entropy. So
okay. I recommend the Crave to everybody. It's the perfect disc.
I know you guys do.
Crave and the Wave. I'm a big fan of both.
That spot's just taken for me. I just got a TL. I mean,
nah, man. I'm telling you throw Crave, it's over. Yeah, he's taking an L.
No, it's okay, guys. It's okay. I mean, I'm kind of one of them. I came in a little bit early, so I still have a lot of Innova in me. I love me a lot of Innova. I just do. Just one of those players. So you guys can talk shit on it or whatever you want. Firebirds were great. T-Birds, it lasted a long time until a Terra came along. TL is a fantastic disc.
See, that's what's going to happen when you throw the Crave. The TL is just going to go the way of the T-Bird.
Yeah, the TL and the Buzz, they just, between those two.
Oh, get rid of the Buzz, throw it, man.
Nah, you guys,
I love my Buzz.
Yeah, we're out on that. It's all good. Yeah, I'm going to stick Team Buzz. You guys stay wherever you're at. Team Buzz is solid.
As long as we all hate the Rock.
A Rock 3. I won't. A Rock 3 is great.
Yeah, fuck
yes,
Johnson.
I saw that.
Dude, I was like, why do you hate
touch
the
it on
Rock?
spicy on that.
God damn, that was so funny. Sorry, I was like, I was so confused.
This is pretty funny.
All right, one more episode.
One more episode. Oh my god. Okay. Still 0 left.
Have you said your favorite? Hold on, wait. Have you said your favorite one yet?
My favorite episode?
Favorite of the 9 yet?
If you haven't done that one yet, do that one, and then we'll do the rest of them the next time.
Oh, that is a good call. Yeah, favorite. Definitely. I mean, my favorite one. You guys, so far, you guys killed it. Jeremy London. I mean, that was fun. That was just a lot of fun. I mean,
how we immediately almost got kicked him off the show because it was such a terrible entrance.
Yeah, you guys did a great job. Again, I can't imagine in your guys' shoes. I know that you guys care about your podcast, and I learned something really cool about from my wrestling coach. If you ain't nervous, you don't care. So I'm sure you guys were nervous, and and Jeremy really helped you guys out there just to be another dude.
Did.
And
we should get him back on the show. Actually, I'd love to do another interview with him.
Just to check that. Just an update. Yeah, like an update on his disc golf. Like I know he was really wanting to get more involved, and he put out an APB on your guys' podcast. So I'm curious how much more involved he's really truly gotten in his community out there. So
yeah, I think he joined these guys here, right?
Essential Discs, yeah.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, I think that was who picked him up as what do they call it? Ambassador, yeah.
Okay. That's sweet. And I mean, again, that episode definitely was a highlight for me. You could just see that you guys were really coming out of your shell there, and being able to ask tougher questions or questions to a celebrity is intimidating.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys ever done that before?
Alex Jones.
There you go. That was it.
No, he said celebrities, not pieces of shit.
Hey, in my defense, he called me a jackass. So,
well, at least he got one thing right.
What the fuck? He's always right. What are you talking about?
I wouldn't say that I've asked questions to celebrities, but I'm a very personable, conversational person in general. Okay. So if I've ever been around them or whatever, I try very hard to be I understand who you are, but I don't want to be annoying about it. And I think that that comes across in the way that I address them. Because I don't know if I've told the stories on here before. If I have, I'm sorry. I always catch it when I hear people tell the same story on multiple podcasts. So sorry that I'm about to do it. But I used to work at a credit card company, and I got to talk to Bill Nye the Science Guy on the phone. I got to talk to Steve Zahn on the phone.
Oh, dang.
I got Mariska Hargitay, Julio Iglesias. So I think that gives me the experience of being in the presence of a very large person,
it's hard.
It's but maintaining a level of fame, sobriety.
Right.
So you're trying to tell us right now that you didn't ask a single question when you were at the New Year's party at Ricky's?
Not about golf.
That's fair.
We were all having a good time, and the thing that I remember being the funniest part of the evening was watching AB impersonate Ricky Wysocki's form in Ricky Wysocki's living room.
Right. The talent's there, RV3. Sorry about that. RV3, I don't know if I consider Ricky a celebrity.
No, I was partially making it was part of the joke, yes.
No, okay. I apologize.
I agree. I don't think there's really anyone in disc golf that has hit celebrity status. Maybe Brody Smith, but
probably
he's
Brody's the closest. But...
you'd almost call him a washed up celebrity because he's not as famous as he used to be.
Yeah, he's got a name though. I mean, it's a good name. And,
he does.
And I mean, it goes.
He's also got an attitude.
Again, I don't know.
That's what it takes, and that's why he blew up so much in our sport is because he came in and made a lot of noise.
He did.
And
I mean, again.
I'm not talking about disc golf attitude. I'm talking about a personal one-on-one.
Oh, about water and stuff.
water and many other things where he
Most
just
things.
yeah.
Trophies, everything. No, I don't want to get on them. Everyone can have their opinions. I give each to their own. My man's just, I'm not going to judge another man.
It's so funny. Me and him have such like a contentious, well, he probably doesn't even he probably doesn't even think about me, but every time I talk to him, I try to be like a little bit of an asshole. I have no problem with him, but I just love when he's like, what are you talking about? Or something like that.
Yeah, how are you doing with Drew? You guys make amends yet?
Drew Dribson.
Yeah, do you even know his name?
No, he's fine. He's almost eligible for the podcast. So,
hey,
God damn! Can't wait to see him at the memorial. Shit.
USDGC, he got on a card, bro. You can't throw out those unless you're ready to go find it on the course.
From the get-go, I've been like, oh no, I don't know still.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh,
I have no idea why he hates Drew Gibson so much.
Oh, me? I don't hate him. It's just really funny. He's an easy target.
Just keep it up on one, and then you don't come off as an asshole on everyone.
Yeah.
It's so funny too because like I know like I could bring this up to him and be like, go watch these clips where
oh shit,
shit's on you. and then you know what Drew would say? He'd turn around, and I love Drew to death. His voice makes me laugh every time. He just has this voice. He sounds like my IT guy at work, which is why I think it really hits me so hard. But he would turn around and be like, why would I waste my time on watching that shit, dude?
That's funny.
That's exactly what he would say.
That's
He'd
good.
be like, why? There's no point. There's no benefit to
That's
me.
good. No.
And you'd be like, oh, all right. Well, shit. I don't know if I can get serious, but.
Right. I think that's awesome. I mean, again, it's commendable, Shanked. I love that you're just able to say that stuff. I legitimately, it's like, I freaking can't. Even if I wanted to joke about it, it's hard for me to even do.
It's punching up, right? Like, I would never make that joke about, you know, someone else.
Me, since I'm so much worse than you.
I think you're only 0.75 worse than me or something.
Okay, well, let's have a round where you play right-handed and I play left-handed. And then
I'm done so.
Who is Evil Hand out of you two? Like
Evil Hand?
Yeah, like good hand, bad hand. You know, like everyone has a yin yang. So like
he does like shit with kids and like helps out car dealerships and really puts time into things. He does almost this whole show. I literally only show up to record. So it's not like I'm 1,000% Evil Hand.
I love it.
And I'm comfortable in that role.
Good. That's where I think that's where
Spicy carries the show. I promote it.
I don't know about that.
I think there's like again, 9 episodes in, so I haven't really filled out a lot of your dynamics. So I think it's curious because again, a lot of my perception of what you guys do on your podcast is only 9 episodes in. So
yeah, well, don't worry, it starts getting good around episode 30.
So yeah, I think we're only on talking about episode 4. So right now. We're really going pretty slow, guys. But that is
I gotta run.
I think we got to call it for now, but we definitely need a part 2.
Yeah, I mean, as many parts as you guys like I said.
And we'll just bring you in right at the top of the show and jump right into it because this is easily been my favorite bit on the podcast, and your brain works almost identical to mine, where it's just I ping all over the place. I can never keep a straight thought. So most of them. So
that's why I don't say a lot of them. I just kind of keep them in my head, and then when I do say them, I either write them down or tell Cassie because she's going to do it better than me. So I appreciate
shout out Bones.
Yeah.
One last call out. Where can people find you? And
currently right now, if you want to see my very low maintenance website that I did absolutely nothing on, it's called Squid Inc. discgolfcharity.com. You can check that out. See our about us. That's where you can see a good way to contact us through email or calling or texting, whatever you want to do. I don't know what the best way is there, but it's out there. If anyone wants to go check us out, you can't really do much else on there yet, but the vision is there. So can't wait. It's going to take a team. I can't do it all alone, and I know that. And I'm happy to just go at the pace that I can go at and help the sport wherever I can. So
heck yeah, man. Well, we love to hear it. Thank you for all you do for youth disc golf. That's a big thing for me. And
Spicy's
more for the geriatric disc golf.
Well, again, we can have
Miller and all.
I would like to go through all your guys' episodes, and if you really want to keep talking to me, then you guys can.
Absolutely.
Let's
You guys
just
can
plan
ask
for
him
next
more
week at
personal.
5 Arizona time.
That's no, we're not doing this.
Which one are you in? Are you in like the native area where it might be in the wrong?
I'm in Arizona time. We are our own
Oh,
time
you know
zone.
your
That does not
own
change.
time zone.
Yeah,
The whole
they're-
state is in that. Okay.
Yep. And they pretend that time doesn't move when the clocks move because Spicy is the only one in the. It doesn't matter. Yeah, send us out with a scream. Thank you so much.
That was the most
He's going.
non-hesitant scream ever.
Hi, this is Rudy from Disc Lab. Are you looking to launch your own podcast? We specialize in turning your podcast ideas into polished productions like you're listening to right now. Concept development to final edits, our team has the expertise to help you every step of the way. Contact us today to get started. Socials@disclab.io. That's socials@disclab.io.